Welcome. What's good? What's going on? I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm quite. Woke up about a couple hours ago, just kind of feeling into my energy. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out, so probably gonna do some sort of forest stream at some point. Phenomenal. Welcome, Ariana. Double tap. Facts, yeah. Yeah, but this one Oasis song, the one I've been working on, stuck in my head, which is very welcome. I love having Oasis stuck in my head. Whoa, that was Thank you, friend. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oi, amiga. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, amiga. Você estás. I have no idea. No, I gotta translate, I feel, to communicate with Sarah at some point. Estás. Version guitar. This is a Yamaha APX, if that's what you're requesting. Está bem. Fair enough, fair enough. how to find on the chords, on those fingers, how long it take to play like this. I mean, truthfully, I think around year like 13 or so, year 13 or 14. That's when it really came together. But even this last year, I feel like I've definitely progressed massively. So I don't know. I think it's just figure out your style and carve your style as much as humanly possible, and then you will get good. But also, I started when I was like 12, so you'd probably progress faster as a full-grown adult. Yeah. Fair enough. Welcome. What's good? Welcome. Welcome, DVI. Yeah, brother, I'd say, see, so how to match chords and different strings on 4 fingers. 4 fingers. I mean, you're quintessentially, I think, well, naturally, what you're speaking of, Sura, is bar chords. And naturally, as most people would probably express, if you have the finger strength and the thumb placement, so if you can say, create something like this, right? This is like a D flat, right? This is a D flat chord, or if this is a C chord, you can play a C chord, like this, obviously, the C chord. But if you have the finger strength and you know how to dial in bar chords, you can, press your first finger and bar, say, the entire 3rd fret, and then I take my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and I'm creating this A shape. But long story short, I think I may have expressed once or twice, if I were you, Sura, look into the caged bar system. So it's caged, C-A-G-E-D, that's all the open string chords. Look into the caged bar system. Look into what those shapes are and learn about bar chords. And then once you physically can do that, then yeah, that'd be deeply helpful, I feel. But straight up, I think the simplest answer to, if you want to understand how to apply any chord or chord shape or note within the chords, you literally have to actually just learn it. There's no easy way. Like, I'll be honest here, it's like learn bar chords, figure out the caged bar system, but there's zero easy way. You have to literally just gradually, chord by chord, memorize and learn all the chord shapes. There's no, yeah. Once you figure it out, though, it's dope. Everything connects, and you'll recognize it's easier than you think. So you're doing well. Absolutely, I'm doing very good. Yeah, I'm doing very good, Sarah. Thank you. You're doing phenomenal. It really is that way, I swear. Like, guitar is a perfect example of the philosophy of many things in life, where literally the deeper you go, the more you be humbled and you recognize there is genuinely an infinite rabbit hole of things to learn. But of course, that being said, like, I'll be perfectly honest here, is once you get to a certain point where you have your ears trained, like you've trained your ear, that is, you can recognize notes, like your ear almost objectively understands what is sound, what is like music theory, that is, I don't know, yeah, I guess what is sound, what is correct, then you become, I'd say, a lot more proficient as a musician. And I really think like that should be your goal if you're a new musician, or if you're just like an intermediate or whatever, is literally to train your ear, whatever way that occurs. If that's, training wind instruments, if that's training your voice, if that's training the piano is an excellent way. But very actively, you should desire to train your ear. Once you have ear training, then you can literally do pretty much anything. I mean, with a lot of a lot of effort and discipline. Match chords and the set fingers. It can't match chords. Again, I would say, Sora, simply look into the caged bar system. Like, let me see. Let me show you on this. I'll show you right here. Because I feel you, brother. I was trash at chords for a long time. Like, I was, new and learning, but it's literally like this. Whoa. Oh, shit. Knocking over things here. Yeah, but basically this right here, like this is the caged bar system. The idea is that every single open chord has a shape, right? And it's basically like, if you literally figure out, say for instance, the A shape, like I have my first, second, and third finger on the second fret, on this second, third, and fourth string. Very simple, right? But the idea is that's the A shape. If you apply an A shape with your first finger barring this, suddenly you have a C chord. Whoa. But yeah, you suddenly have a C chord, suddenly you have a D chord. Like, it really does come down to that. If you can ingrain or integrate that at all, then you will be set. I'll be honest though, even as a beginner, I truthfully found there's actually not a lot of value in memorizing all the different chords and applying all the different chord shapes. Personally, I feel like that's something that down the road, like once you're trying to maybe jam with advanced musicians and do advanced improvisation and advanced composition, that's where understanding all the chords and all the melodies and notes will serve you. But as a beginner, that's not necessarily important. But I mean, it's up to you what you desire to focus. Just learn, a few basic chords from songs you really love. Like, genuinely, if you could take this perspective, I would say learn some basic chord structures, chord progressions like G to D to A minor, something like that, right? That's like a basic chord progression. And get as many chord progressions as you can. Don't focus on trying to get all the chords, but focus on the way the chords connect and progress into each other. Yeah. Anyways, food for thought, yeah. Give me a shout out. Already moved your closet. I don't think I'm gonna give you a shout out, bro. I would give you a shout out, but then you just sounded unhinged, dog. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you listening, brother. Appreciate you listening, pal. How? What's good? What's good, Mayak? I don't have a lot of songs performed. I'm just right now doing improv. The more you practice, etc. Yes, sir. I deeply appreciate how entertained my cat is. I found long before I was like busking and performing anything, I was very drawn to just kind of observing the way my cat, the way my cat would respond. Yeah. E minor is dark. I mean, E minor, not really. I don't know. Where's E minor? Oh yeah, E minor is very, yeah, E minor is dark as fuck. It's beautiful. No, thank you, Walter. That's phenomenal, Sura. Then I wouldn't say you've completed all the basics, because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of basics, bro. But if you have, that's impressive. What's good, count? What's good, coffee? What's good, coffee? We're just following our protocol. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I did learn fingerstyle version 1 like half a year ago. Hard way. It's a tough journey, discipline, hard work. Phew. My ear's still weak. Interesting. Interesting. So fingerstyle version like 1. I'm curious what that is. I mean, I think when I understand a lot about modern fingerstyle, I think like truly the beginner, the sort of the beginning realm of fingerstyle is for one, learning, like proficient right hand technique. So, it's doing rolls, so learning how to really blend elements of, your right-handed technique, but also say fuse that with whatever you desire, say tapping, say legato combos. I think that's like good beginner level fingerstyle is if you can do arpeggios, rolls, and yeah, blends of legato. But once you hit that point, like if you understand basics, how to blend legato, then I think it's like you're gonna want to like really take it further. But at 100%, I commend you, brother. I commend you, Pow How. Because fingerstyle, it's not easy. I think it's almost like I've noticed a lot of guitarists for whatever reason they lean into using a pick, and there's nothing wrong with obviously using a pick. Picks are amazing, but it's almost like they have weak fingerstyle, and you can see how much that stunts their growth. So yeah, you'll definitely go very far if you've allowed yourself to engage in fingerstyle, even just a little bit. One sec, I'm just gonna plug it in. There's chords everywhere. Chords everywhere, bruv. Fairy tale. I've no clue, my friend. I think I think Coffee's not listening to the channel rules of, yeah, no, just it's a guitar channel, bruv. I don't want to time you out again, my friend. I think your passion is well founded, but direct your passion into something, that's relevant to this channel, my friend. And I think you'll do great. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. What's that? Timeout. Let's do that for 24 hours. Yeah. For 86K seconds. I guess that's how long 24 hours is. 86,000 seconds. That's brilliant. So the photographer, without proper guidance. I mean, innately, how I say, for me, I mean, a lot of what I've done, I'd say, is very free form, and I had a good foundation where, I spent about 4, 5, 6 years learning electric guitar and breaking down like Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold and Disturbed, and just a lot of like foundational elements of understanding basic, I would say, almost like major and minor scale theory. It's basically like fingerstyle is phenomenal if you understand basic chords and basic like major and minor scales, but which is like the patterns that you use a lot. But however, if you really desire, like if you feel like you're in a place where you really want to take on like fingerstyle, like full on comprehension and composition, like similar to what I do, um, you need to cover. Like I actually went for a phase when I was about 9, 10 years ago. I covered a lot of Andy McKee. Like I covered Rylin, Art of Motion. I tried drifting, but then I kind of moved more into John Gom and some Grayson Earhart. And it's almost like you may be in a phase where you'd benefit powerfully from studying some of the other fingerstyle artists. And again, it takes a long time. It took me many months to break down and learn like things like Andy McKee, especially as a newer guitarist. But if you can pick up any dimensions of their playing style, like this is how I learned artificial and slap harmonics. This is how I also, of course, learned just the ways of doing like double-handed tapping, all that was from artists like Annie McKee. So maybe it's time to like look into certain artists that are like fingerstyle progressive rock artists that emulate the style that you desire to learn, and pick one song and figure it out. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I almost feel like Coffee's like either really confused, like the dude's just like he's just like lost, or just like I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of it. He seems actually not like he's not. He doesn't mean any harm, but he just wants to talk about Putin for some reason. It's like, maybe he just like sees me and thinks I'm like Russian or something. He's like, "Oh, we gotta speak." It's like I'm Canadian, bro. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea, like what's going on politically in Russia. I mean, I'm sure it's not great. Like, let's be real here. But I have no comments. Are there saying Fairy Tale's a song? Yeah. When I found my first chords, and we hear the tune and set the first finger on the string. But how can I set more? 3 fingers to be perfectly chords. I mean, I already told you, bro. I dead ass like Surah. I'm not sure. I'll articulate it once more, but then I'm not gonna talk more because I've answered this question 3 times. Caged bar system. Caged bar system. That's it. If you figure that out, that's exactly what you're seeking. And I hope you figure this out. Like, it's a dope. It's not easy. It's not like you're gonna immediately understand everything to do with chords, but how you understand how to apply chord shapes, like the 4 fingers, these 4 fingers. Literally is the caged bar system, brother. Look into it. 1000. It's CAGED bar, so bar chord, BAR system. Look into the caged bar system, Suranan. Figure that out, and 1000%. This will help you profoundly. It's helped me. It's great. You can't teach guitar. Either people get it or they don't. Probably, of course, brother. I'm not intending to do a comprehensive lesson. But I think there might be a language barrier. That's why I'm trying to articulate it deeper. But I agree. It's like guitar it's a thing that it's almost like it's based on your own ability to apply yourself, and yeah, how much discipline you have as a person. It's not necessarily like you learn chord shapes. It's either you're like good at learning and teaching yourself, or you aren't, and you got to figure out your learning style. That's also what I love about it. That's why I deeply love trying to trying to pass on the torch, because I feel like I've somehow been fortunate to figure out how to figure out my learning style, how to teach myself, and I feel like that's a really powerful thing. So I don't know about practice, my brother. You'll make the guitar sound, it feels earthy, mysteriously beautiful. It's amazing. Wow, thank you, brother. I don't know. I'm gonna slip back into playing guitar, but the idea is, I think Powwow, what you're seeing is obviously, yeah, like it's a bit of skill developing, or technical whatever, but I'm very good at improv. Like, what I often do, mixed with obviously a beautiful sound setup, a beautiful sounding guitar, is I'm really fluent at improv. That's what I've been focusing on developing. And you'll notice this if you see other like artists that are really good at improv, they'll have a similar sort of energy. They'll have a similar sort of awareness where they're creating a very novel experience, like a very novel performance. It's not just like they're sitting there playing patterns that's been played a billion times over. They're trying to create something completely different and new that's like splits open form. It's almost like a spiritual, or more like a philosophical expression. And that's just music. That's just music done via improv, right? And genuinely, I feel like it's dry here. Literally anybody can get very good at improv. Like, that's what I believe. It's not easy, but anyone can do this. Anyone can get really good at improv. Can you play Ukrainian music? I wish I could. I'm not familiar with Ukrainian music, unfortunately. Beautiful. That's what's up. It's just like allowing yourself to really honor the process, and evoke as much joy and find your style. I think they're synonymous. Yeah. Can you play Song Attention? Play the song. Ah, you're saying Song Attention. I have no idea what song it is, brother. Let's see something. They're just making noise with harmonics. Making noise with harmonics. Yeah, bro. That's the essence of a lot of music. I mean, good harmonics and good harmony is very much. Damn, I feel for you, brother. She was like Billy, badass. You're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself of so much beautiful expression in music. Yeah. Tells me you've created a profound limiting belief on guitar composition. That sucks, bro. Hey, that's fair, bro. Honestly, Billy, that's cool, brother. Whatever you really find resonates with you, you don't have to like everything objectively. Like genuinely nasty breakdowns, sweet riffs. That's cool, bro. I'm also, bro, you realize I'm a punk rock and metal guitarist. Have a I have a Jackson. I've been playing that since I was 12. Like I can shred, play breakdowns. That's easy. To me, that's like child's play. So I commend you because like I love that shit too. Like I love that shit. That being said, I think I also deeply love and resonate with all dimensions of music. Like the more I've developed as a musician, I really have come to appreciate it all. So, but that being said, bro, I love that. That's cool. Like I genuinely, I don't think all styles of music is for everyone. You like what you like. Oh, this is a ting sa, bro. It's a ceremonial bell. I think that's what they call it. It's like a sound healing instrument. Let's go master this a little bit here. Turn that down a little bit there. Dolphin or horse? I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea what that is, friend. Grew up on Hendrix and Pantera. That's fucking awesome, bro. Hendrix and Pantera are both awesome. Genuinely. I like that word, but also remember it's that. Sweet. Jackson is awesome, yeah. Jackson guitars. They're top tier, but I want to get an Ibanez. Later this week, I'm actually probably gonna get myself and order an Ibanez. And that's gonna be super fun. Yeah, I'm super hyped on that. I gotta warm up those beautiful harmonics. Singer-songwriter from the 70s, Nick Drake. Hell yeah, brother. I'll definitely... I'll type that into my search. I really need to shave this here. Nick Drake. I almost feel like I'm from someone else has recommended Nick Drake from the 70s. Huh. Nick Drake, despite only being in business for 5 short years, Nick Drake's somber sound and hauntingly beautiful lyrics. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for sharing. Incredibly there. Yeah. What's good? Welcome from... Hello. Yeah, welcome London. Yeah. This hippy dippy schnoy shit is whack. I think you don't belong here, bro. I think Billy's he's desiring to get timed out, which is basically you're banned for 24 hours. You can still hang out, but you're losing your rights to chat because you know you're kind of being a dickhead, Billy. I mean, I respect your opinion, but yeah, I don't I don't feel like you belong here, Billy. I think you're being a hating geezer. You do have freedom of speech, brother. Of course. Express all you desire. But that being said, this is a YouTube stream. That's my stream. I'm actually allowed to just sit you out because I think you're wasting my time. You're wasting the chat space. You know, I'm here to have dialogue with intelligent musicians that want to talk about music, you know, that want to experience meditative music. Like, that's what we're here for. That's the intention of this channel. You know, if you don't align with the intention of the channel, you can exit. You know, no one has you to be here. No one wants you to be here. This isn't private property. This is the... Of course, bro. I don't think I'm gonna sit you out, Billy. I think you can just kick it. But you're kind of revealing yourself. You know, you're projecting a lot. And it's not, again, we have an intention in this place. This guy gonna play some guitar, keep talking. I'm gonna do both, bro. I'm gonna do both, but at my own leisure, bro. This is my stream. Yes, sir. He's acting like he can't take a joke. Bro, there's nothing joking about. You're literally just like spouting, like literally just like negative projections about this and that. I don't know. I don't think you know how to tell a joke, my friend. You're wasting, again, this chat is being wasted with your dialogue. That's all I can say, bro. You know, I just go as far to say that real musicians that have hit a point where they're open-minded, they love to, you know, learn and be open-hearted to other musicians. I have to say, I can't really say that you are fitting that category, Billy. All you've done is like project, whine, complain, and be like, hey, bro, like this, that about what you think music is. And that's not what this channel's about, brother. I think you need to sit down, stop complaining, and pick up the guitar and actually practice. You know, if you spent the time, that's great, brother. I think it's Billy's, honestly, I respect you, Billy. Like, the fact you pick a guitarist and you're on the journey, I respect you, man. But I don't I don't think you belong here, friend. I'm gonna do a timeout here for you. Put user in timeout. 24 hours. Peace out, brother. Like, I want to hear you out. I honestly, I respect other musicians having opinions, but he's also just wasting space. Like, this is not what we're here for. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. We only have so much time in the day, and like, it's kind of like he's wasting the energy and space of what I would love for people to sort of have healthy, intelligent dialogue, talk about music, share what's inspiring you, play music, hold space for you guys. That's what this channel is about. It's not for people that, just don't resonate with that. And that's okay. He'll find his community. He'll find what he's seeking. That's why I won't spend any more time, just sharing my thoughts with Billy, because he'll figure these things out, I'm sure, or not, I don't know. But I feel like more developed musicians, that have an open heart, that are humble, that desire to learn and love the craft, they don't have time to spout nonsense. They don't have time to project, their own insecurities about other musicians. Nah, they're spending their time practicing, honing their craft, honoring all the unique expressions of music. Like, that's what I've noticed. So musicians that are complaining and whining, they probably aren't that great at music. Like, they're musicians that are just like, I don't know, they just haven't unfortunately hit that level where they actually can honor the larger experience. So, I feel like, yeah, without sending any disdain or salt to Billy, I think he just needs to stop complaining on the internet and pick up his guitar, start practicing. He needs to spend that time honing his craft. It's Mr. String Air, Summer 69. I have no idea how to perform that song, but appreciate that. How to make guitar sound like strings. Word. I've actually made videos. I've made videos about that. How to make a guitar sound like a violin. But if you mean like a harp, kind of like a harp, I mean, I have no idea. I think just fingerstyle. Yeah, how to make it sound like a harp. Be like very fingerstyle-esque. Yeah, definitely those legato or those arpeggios. Yeah, fingerstyle arpeggios. I think is the beautiful way to make it sound. Yeah, heck yeah, brother. I've been recently. I spoke of this a lot on my other stream yesterday. Was like I've recently like I was covering the song Oasis "Live Forever," and it has a point where it goes into the F major seven, which for some reason I've never actually really like closely played around with a lot, at least not consciously, like this baby, the F major seven. And it's what's beautiful about the F major seven is it's very similar to actually the A minor chord, but instead of playing, your third finger, say on here, like the A minor, you basically place your third and fourth, up here on this third fret on the fifth and fourth string. Such a beautiful, beautiful chord. I just love that shit. So much beauty in some of these chords. Like I know the homie was asking earlier about like how to make, how to basically navigate, all the chords and find the ability to access all chords. And really, obviously, bar chords is the answer. Like, of course, bar chords again and again. But that being said, there's obviously so much more than just bar chords. Like, there's so many like weird things about chords that I know very little about. Like, there's like one I discovered. It's a alternate shape of I think a D minor. Where is it? This chord, I believe. And then you move the shape. Like what? It's good stuff. Request song 40. I have no idea what that song is, brother. I actually admire you asking any streamer. That's good. The jobs. Heck yeah. So that I have no idea what the homie asked, but let's see. No. Yeah, I can't see what the one homie and was expressing with that, but absolutely to healing. I mean, it's like I don't know. To a certain point, I like to hold space and to kind of let these trolls air their projections, because obviously to some degree that's what they're seeking. Like, let's be real here: is people that are projecting, negative energy or whatever, or negative opinions and whatever. They're trying to figure shit out. Like, they're trying to like I deal with a lot of people. Like, right when I work on film sets, I deal with all sorts of people. Many incredibly passionate, beautiful human beings, like many artists of all sorts. And you deal with these people, face to face when you're on a film set with them. Sometimes you're on these film sets for like 10, 12 hours. But every once in a while, you meet people that are projecting negative energy. Maybe they're stressed, maybe they're caught in their own negative projections. And the thing with people that are projecting negativity is they're trying to figure something out. They're not just doing it for no reason, right? They have negative experiences, negative one-dimensional perceptions they're trying to make sense of. They want to make sense of it. They want to be proved wrong. They want to air out their projections to see the deeper truths in things. Typically. I don't know about Billy. Like, I think he was maybe trying to figure out his own relationship, why he sucks, or as a musician, or why he's limiting himself more so as a musician. Like, I have no idea. I didn't really desire. I think he was just having a bad day. But I wanted to hear him out. Like, Billy's a musician. He's obviously a dedicated dude to some degree, but for whatever reason, he was not showing up in a way where he was open and comprehensive. Like, he wasn't trying to be open-minded and actually figure out, why he's projecting such hate on a fellow musician. Like, that makes zero sense. It's like, as a musician of 16 years, devoted. I've been devoted for many years. I am very open-minded and very open-hearted to so many different types of musicians. Like, it's almost like it makes zero sense in my mind as, to just sit there and project and hate blatantly on any other musician. Doesn't matter how I feel about their style. So it says a lot about him. It just says a lot about where Billy's at with what he's trying to figure out. And yeah, I think to some degree, again, it's important. I'm very new to streaming. I'm new to like setting this container, but I want to also be very clear with the boundaries of what is acceptable in this portal. Like this is a page that's literally here to talk about music. We're here to inspire each other, talk about what's inspiring us, and also it's a safe space to create, like a meditative style of energy. That's the intention. That's the context. Any other like argumentative, people trying to project and troll, and I mean, I won't like kick these people out immediately. People have free speech and free will, but that's that's beyond the intention. Like, when this channel is going to hit a larger capacity, I want to be very clear with the boundaries I'm setting and, the type of community I'm attracting. So I think Billy was not a part of that, unfortunately. And he'll find what he needs. Heck yeah. Musician work can now do his personality, right? Yeah, bro, like, let's be real here. It's like, being a performance artist has a lot to do with being professional. Like, let's be real here. If you want to succeed as a musician, as an actor, I can't say no how to play Parts of the Caribbean. Like, I know the basic chords of Parts of the Caribbean, but I can't. But yeah, if you're trying to be a professional performance artist, no matter what, an actor, tutting, dance, musician, you have to be good at developing rapport. You have to be a good professional. Like, generally, doesn't mean you have to be formal, doesn't mean you have to be XYZ, but no, you have to know how to communicate intelligently with your fellow human being. You have to have a lot of nuances that's beyond just knowing how to play a guitar. So, yeah, so I think for a fellow like Billy, I don't know, I'm not gonna paint a projection on him, but for people like Billy, me per se, if they don't know how to communicate intelligently, they don't know how to, deal themselves, like have a good communication and have a good rapport, then they're gonna fail, like professionally, without a shadow of a doubt. Like being a performance artist, there's much deeper realms of this. But yeah. Heck yeah, bro! Don't stop spamming scrutiny. I can't perform Parts of the Caribbean, unfortunately. I think I did a video where I taught the basic chords of Pirates of the Caribbean. Beautiful, beautiful chord progression, but unfortunately I don't know how to play the Pirates of the Caribbean. I can try, but like, let's see. I can play it on the piano, I think. It's like, where is it? I can almost get the melody to the Pirates of the Caribbean song pretty fast for some reason. Such a great melody. Such a great melody. I might work on that at some point. So it's like. Yeah, if I were to like play the pencil in that melody, and then just like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't play around with that scale enough, but I like that. For sure. Let's see. I'm just curious if you know those fire artists I looked into. I have is I'm not sure how. Do you have their Instagram? Do you have their Instagram moniker? Because honestly, fire artists are not easy to find, um, if they're not like local. Like I just, yeah. But generally, yeah, send me their Instagram moniker and I'll look into them and see what they're about. But I believe you. I believe you. They're probably beautiful, beautiful fire artists. Are you to join my band? I've asked you a question before I need to the answer. Phase Tommy. I honestly, bro, I can't. I can't. I'm in Canada, bro. I'm not gonna join a band unless you're literally in the same city. And even if I were to join the band, like, I don't know. I kind of only join bands where I'm like resonant and musically have chemistry. So I would have to basically want to connect musically. But I mean, definitely, if you feel like you'd like to collaborate, I would love to, brother. But I mean, again, I live in BC, so I'm not entirely sure how I can join a band. If you don't live in the same area. Damn, I'm loving that relationship between the second and third string. Have you tried guitar, full music? I mean, electric guitar. I'm great, brother. Appreciate you. Jahan. How to pick F major chord. The F major. Isn't that just... Yeah, that's just a F major. Like, you can play it various ways, but the F major quintessentially is... it's the first string bar chord that's in a basically E minor shape, but it's like you're basically putting your first finger on the first string if you're in standard, and then your second finger is going to pop here on the, let's see, yeah, your second finger is going to go on the second fret third string, and then your third and fourth finger will go here on the third frets on the fifth and fourth string. So you're creating this shape here. You can kind of see. Yeah, that's quintessentially an F major. Yes, sir. They are hard, I must say. It's like that's kind of like I don't know how to tell you what a lot of bar chords is literally thumb placement. Like you gotta have intelligent thumb placement, but also just having a good awareness of how to apply attention very evenly. But again, I used to be trash at bar chords. Like genuinely, yeah. Only 10 seconds. You playing. I'm confused what the homie Comedy Shorts is communicating here. Yeah, but I agree. Yeah. Oof. I love this whatever this is. Playing on this like D minor kind of variation. Let's see if we can do some. Whoa! What the fuck? Man, chords just rock though. Chords just rock. How do you reach out of the collab thing you speak of? What types of collab? To do this collab. Word. Honestly, if you mean musically, like for the one homie, or if I was expressing, like I would love to talk more. I mean, I posted my Instagram if you're interested. I mean, that's more of a personal Instagram, but I'm thinking I'm just going to make it more of also a business Instagram. But yeah, if you want to talk more about a collab, but also if you can stream collab, honestly, I have no idea. I think there's an option. I haven't looked into it. I've been told this is a thing where you basically, I think if it's similar to like, how you collaborate on a YouTube short, you just kind of put a header of a collaboration with a said artist, and you set a day and then you just do a collaboration. If it's similar to TikTok where you just do a duo screen. Yeah. That being said, like I'll be very transparent here. I'm very new to YouTube, and I'm not new as a guitarist. I've been in the creative scene for many years, and I feel like I want to be deeply intentional with those I collaborate with. I'm extremely open to collaboration, but it's not something I'm just gonna, drop everything and just at the drop of a hat, just collaborate with anyone. I want it to be intentional. I want it to be, strong chemistry. I want to have the same intentions, and I'm not saying that's not the case or is, but I'm saying is, yeah, I desire intention and I invite intention via collaboration. And I actually have some friends in real life that are also YouTubers that I 1000% want to collaborate with. I do not know how to perform Interpol. Whoa, I messed that up. Ooh. It's a different scale. Yeah. I would talk to them, don't know how to play header. Huh. Double screen, nice. Yeah, something along those lines. Again, I'm not familiar. I haven't done many, or really any double streams, but turn that down like that. Phase being rude and forceful. Yeah, I think you know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that's where I was kind of confused. Where I was just like, I'm like, I liked how passionate and forthcoming the homie was, but it didn't make sense. Where I was like, yeah, I don't think he understands how bands necessarily work. I mean, if he claims he's in a band, I almost had this strange kind of inclination. I was like, Is FaZe like, is he like really confused? Is like he like, what's the word? Uh, he's basically being a fraud about like everything. Like everything he's saying is fraudulent. Where it's like he's like, yeah, bro, let's go join a band. I'm a singer right now. We're doing this. It's like everything he says, he's just like making up on the spot. Like he's like a chronic liar. Not saying he is. Like I have no idea. But I kind of got this weird feeling. I was just like, so Brub's inviting me to join a band where he doesn't even know where I'm from. I don't know him. There's no music chemistry. He's just like, bro, join my band. Come on, we need it. Like, it's like I don't know. It almost seems like he's kind of bonkers. But yeah. Anyways, that's that. I think it's interesting that someone just randomly requests someone to join a band because I don't know. I'll be honest here. I've been a musician again, like X amount of years, and joining a band is like a sacred. It's a sacred pact. It's like a high calling. You don't just be like, all right, let's join bands. We got to get as many bands as possible. It's like, yeah, I feel like I need like genuine, devoted musical chemistry and almost like a sacred chemistry to join a band. Like, all right, like let's do this. We're creating a music, a pact, and like that's yeah. For someone to nonchalant be like, yo, I gotta have you in my band. It's like, no, bro. It's like, no. Do you even understand what a band is? Like I'm happy and I'm doing great as a solo artist. I would 1000% love to join a band when it's aligned, but yeah. And true, like, full disclosure, my relationship with bands is kind of like convoluted as fuck, where my perception as a young kid, like my dad basically, he was a bass player, and his relationship with music became very frayed, it became very strained. I mean, from what I understand, hearing about his life when he was younger, he joined a band, he loved the band for like a few years, they were good friends, they broke up, and then his entire musical inspiration died, and to this day, he barely engages in music, and that's okay. He's a full-grown adult, he's a family man, he's doing his thing, but yeah, it's almost like my perception of bands is from that, even as a young kid, it was like you join a band because it makes your life better because you're a devoted musician, you complement each other. If you just do it for the sake of, oh, let's join a band, let's be cool because we got to make it as musicians, especially in 2026, you're going to burn out and lose, you're going to lose that creative energy. In my, I don't know, maybe not, I'm not an expert. That's the perspective the perspective I adopted as a young kid. Do you know Turkish, brother? I can't say I do, brother. I just know English. I do know English. Can I have a shout out? Yeah, dog, of course. Theo Lum plays golf. What's good, bruv? Shout out. Blessings from Canada, my friend. Blessings from Canada. Play jazz. Damn. I'm not really a jazz guitarist, but I can fuck with some jazz chords. Like, let's see. I don't know if that's very jazz-like. It probably could be. I think jazz has to be even more barriered in. And I think jazz, a lot of jazz, if I recall, it's not like it's like very like groovy. It's like it's got like a groove. It's very like yeah. I'm more Home on the Range. I have no idea how to play Home on the Range. Beautiful song though. Can ask a question I don't feel super personal, but maybe kind. Some have said it. I don't know if it's true. I have no idea. Sure, yeah, fire away, fire away. This is a stream where people like to be unhinged. Not saying that's unhinged, but yeah, I've gotten lots of unhinged. Guess I'll decide if it's too personal. Yeah, I love though. I used to quintessentially always identify jazz as again like jazz chords. Sounds beautiful in my mind, but I don't know if it's exactly jazz, but I know there's jazz scales that I'm not like a pro at, but absolutely, absolutely. We're here for the music, baby. Improv. I'm giving it a go. Anyways, now this should be on the stream. Blah 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 blah. Something something. So people ask to replay. So people ask to relate and support. Yes, sir. Okay. And anyone who's not doing it should be on the stream. Let's say minors because of community acceptance. That's fine. I'm so confused. I know hippie doesn't like to literally let the hair down, but usually, anyways, it seems what the. I'm so confused what you're saying. I mean, okay, let's be clear here, Mr. Mrs. Leading healing. So you're saying, so people come here, they may, like unconsciously or consciously, for some sort of support, community support, I suppose. And you're asking, like, what are the boundaries? Like that. This is what you're asking. Is like, okay, yeah, no, leading healing is it's a nice moniker, but you're asking what are the boundaries that we, as a community, should set on whether we should hold space and hold support for people. When does this become something that's problematic? And I guess as the facilitator, that's something that I can decide, which I do intuitively decide. I feel like we want to respect and honor our boundaries, my boundaries, your boundaries, but also obviously set a pretext, kind of like we were doing with Billy, right? It's like we're not here to enable people. We want people to, be like, okay, I'm welcome here in this community, but at the same time, this community has an intention. So I think, yeah, I was asking, are you LGBT, not in a hateful or judgmental way? Am I LGBT? I mean, I think that says more about you and your confusion. I don't even know what that means. You're saying, am I straight? I'm a straight man. Like, I swear these are just memes. Yeah, want to be yourself, your authentic self, because I know you are. No, yeah, I'm a straight dude, heterosexual. That's how I am. I'm like the quintessential embodiment of one. Yes. I don't know, leading. The more I'll be very forthcoming with you, leading. The more that I've observed your dialogue, your monologues, I'm starting to question your congruency and your emotional regulation. Like I'm starting to, I'm not sure exactly where your intention is half the time, but hey, like, I mean, all the power to you. So let's see, you shouldn't be on the stream, blah blah blah. So I know you're hippie, because like what? But yeah, I guess to answer your question very directly, it's like, yeah, I'm a quintessential example of a straight man. Like I openly embrace my sexuality. And I have zero judgment to anyone that, wants to orient themselves anyway. But I'm a straight dude. I love women. I've had many beautiful, incredible partners. And I'm very blessed to have those in my life. Yeah. Anyways, back to the music. Maybe you'll get me even better when you see my live streams. Absolutely. I mean, all I can say leading to you, like some very direct, blatant, unsolicited advice, if you will, because we're offering that apparently, is in my experience, it's actually really healthy not to make past judgments about people. Like whether you assume I'm XYZ hippie or that I promote LGBT. I think use your best judgment, but also I think you should use better discernment. Don't try to label people, don't try to define and judge people. It's not going to serve you well, because I don't know, it seems like you're a little bit confused in the way you're trying to define things, and that's okay. Like you're going to figure it out, but just based on the way that I've seen the way you're choosing to interact and the words you're choosing, it seems you're sort of the product of some negative beliefs about judging people. And again, hopefully figure that out, because I think you shouldn't be judging people. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not your definition of a hippie. I have zero issues with anyone that isn't LGBT. I have friends that, I think people should do whatever they want, to a degree. If they're not being, destructive, they should really express themselves openly. But obviously, I'm a perfect model of a quintessential heterosexual man. I have lots of love for women and feminine energy. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I mean, yeah. Again, I'm new to these stream spaces. I find it's an interesting social experiment for myself and for everybody. And let's be real here. Obviously, you get to see me. I'm speaking voices. I get to speaking my voice, and yeah, you don't have the same leisure of, obviously, I'm speaking to a text. So obviously, I think if you had all the micro expressions and the ability to express your voice, you would express yourself better. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I feel like I want to give you the benefit of the doubt there. But yeah, long story short, I think this itself, I've only been streaming for about a month and a half now. This is a beautiful social experiment. And I think the core intention of what I desire to bring to this is very simple. I want this to be a safe space that people come to talk about music, talk about what inspires us, share, talk about whatever music type things, fellow musicians, and, listen to music if you desire to. If not, just go on with your day. Like, that's my core intention of this entire channel. Yeah. You be me, we be us, act as humans as we are. Yeah, dog, we're all just humans. We're all just humans, friend. What the fuck is even going? I don't know. I think he's just trying to figure out himself. Oh, bro, shut up, play some vengeful. Oh, he's saying. Okay, well, I'll definitely not play some Avenged Sevenfold for you, Brian. That's facts. I think Brian's a little bit lost here. But that being said, I think, there's definitely, yeah, I was just trying to communicate. It's going to communicate some things, and I think Brian just came in at a very interesting time. So welcome, Brian. With that being said, yeah, I'm the space holder. I'll speak my mind. I'll speak my truth, and play music when I desire to. Very nice. Yeah, I love Marcin, but I surely do not know how to perform Marcin. Not yet. In the future, yes. I'd absolutely love to play Marcin. What's good? Welcome, Poland. That's legendary, brother. My pan flute's actually from Poland. My blessings from Canada. What's the piece name? That was just improv. Yeah, that was just pure improv. So that is, yeah. There's no name to that piece. Heck yeah, no, I mean, again, I think you're coming from a good place. From what I'm interpreting, you're just desiring to understand the boundaries that I'm setting in this container. And alongside that, you're just trying to unpackage your own sort of preconceptions about, the container that I'm setting. And like, yeah, I don't know. We're here for music. We're here to listen to music, talk about music. You know, I have a lot of, you know, this is not a real world interaction. Like, you know, we don't know each other to the deeper depths, but it's like, yeah, it's like, so we gotta recognize the limitations that we have to sort of understand each other. That's kind of my core intention with a lot of these things, where I like to paint that picture where I'm like, if people are trying to argue about politics or share their perspectives about religion or whatever, right? It's kind of like, they got to realize this is the internet, right? This is a YouTube stream. It's not it serves a certain role, but arguing and trying to create, you know, some sort of projecting weird sort of thing, is that's not what we're here for. We're here to just chill, listen to music, honor each other's journey as musicians. Bruh, I'm just getting to know. It's just getting to know. Sweet. This is the end. Hold your breath. Count to 10 seconds. The earth moves. Damn, son. That's poetry, brother. I don't know if that's a song, but that's harmonics, brother. Judge to quick to empathize. Judge with up to empathize, try to understand. Not weird to me to understand. On each other's musicians. Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, let's be real here. It's like we all struggle with projections. We all struggle with judging people. You know, it's like I think it comes down to it. A lot of my own sort of epiphanies with making breakthroughs in my life, in many different realms of my life, has literally come down to the core thing of actually viscerally desiring not to judge people. And this is not something you can just be like, all right, I'm just going to tell myself not to judge people. No, it's something you feel. It's something you experience. Like, you get to a deeper truth when you realize that there really is fundamentally no reason to judge people. Now, it's obviously, it's not black and white. I don't know Indian songs, brother. Yo, what's good? What's good, Sam? What's good, Sam? I've been playing guitar for about 16 years now. Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have, they're on the spectrum, absolutely, and that's okay. Like, you know, we embrace everybody. We all have our flaws, and that's what's so dope about being humans and just being artists. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Donald. What's poppin'? What's good? What's good, Joshua? I've been great. Honestly, life's been kind of a wild ride, but I can say that I'm on top of it. I'm riding these waves, brother. Strum and dung and drung. I have no clue, bro. That's a nice name. Piece name, Sky Pearls. Damn, okay. I kind of like that. I have so much respect for you and brighten people's days. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dog. All right, again, I can't remember if you're a man or woman. I assume you're a man, but yeah, thank you, honestly. Again, for me, it's like I just have a deep vision. Like, I'm trying to hold space for this vision of my channel. But that being said, like, I like to carry this the same way I would carry myself in everyday life. You know, if it's like I like to give people the um, same amount of openness and hold space for them like I would in real life. And yeah, it's like, you know, this is an interesting social experiment we're all going through. Welcome to YouTube. Play jazz, swing, jazz. Someone else asked about jazz. I don't know, bro. I'm not like a jazz musician. I know jazz chords. But that being said, I question how much you actually know jazz. I don't know if I would consider that jazz. I guess jazz is more like. And it becomes more classical. I don't know. I'm a fingerstyle guitarist, so I think I can play jazz, but I'm gonna make it sound very classical sounding because that's just like what I do here. Blah blah. Effects I'm running on. I'm using a tone wood amp, brother. A tone wood amp, yeah. It's like there's so many people there, but it needs to be even more. Some people are internalized. They don't take the time to understand. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dog. Again, it's you're preaching the choir. I mean, welcome to the internet. Like literally, it's like we all in 2026 we're struggling. Like let's be real, we're struggling with our relationships to our phones, to social media, to the internet. Hell, the outlier is one that is conscious to this programming, and yeah, so it's okay. We're all figuring it out. I think we all just need to honor healthy boundaries, bruv. Very good. It's your own style. Yeah, bro. That's correct. I really love novelty. I really value novelty in my guitar playing. Yeah. This was healing to me and many others, not because they hate it often, but because sometimes we're loving they feel. Hell yeah, bro. This is the truth. We as human beings, let's be real here. A reason why the internet can be fragmenting, it's because it can make us feel like we need to split off, we need to isolate, we have to isolate and split ourselves off from our fellow human being. But the truth is, it's the opposite. The truth is, we as human beings, we desire to connect, to unify, to realize we're not so different from our fellow human beings. That's why it's so important for us to go out into the real world. Whether you're on a dance floor, or you're on a beach, or you're on a public park, or, playing music and connecting with people. It's like we're all human beings. We're all flawed. We're all imperfect. But that's okay. Like, we're allowed to be that way. And obviously the internet kind of like creates this warped thing where we forget this. Where it's like, oh yeah, like the internet can convince us that it's normal to split off from each other, to feel like we have to make it you versus me. But that's not how the world is fundamentally on a deeper level. It's genuinely just not. And yeah, we're all just trying to figure it out. Beautiful. The internet in the world has nothing to do with the phones as well as being a good person. The internet in the world has nothing to do with being a good person. I mean, yeah, ethics is something that we embody, in any context of how we show up. That being said, it's an unequivocal fact that we all being programmed, we're being manipulated in many rights, dopaminergically, nervous system wise, so somatically, by our phones. This is truth. This is deep facts. It's impossible to deny. The internet, the phones, they are programming us. And some of us just, we're deep in that programming, myself included. What are you plugged into? I'm plugged into a interface, so audio interface, but I'm using a tone wood amp. Yeah, brother. It's a preamp. It's a preamp that basically creates a natural resonance. And it creates a resonance effect, brother. With the sound EQ setup. Absolutely. That's the things again, yeah, it's like right here. See, this is a tone wood amp. It's a little device, has like a bunch of little numbers, like I'm on plate mode. And I basically what it does, it basically what I've figured out what this thing does is it basically masters. It's almost like it masters and equalizes, and also adds like a bit of unique reverb. And genuinely, it's like, yeah, highly recommend. Like if you're a guitarist, an acoustic guitarist, primarily it's like you attach this to your guitar and it makes literally you can carry this anywhere. It doesn't require an amp. I plug it into my studio setup because it makes it very refined. It's like studio quality. But yeah, very beautiful, very beautiful preamp. Like I can show you here. It's like if I were to just unplug here, right? It's just the no sound. I'm just walking around. The sound is still it's actually almost even better, I would say. Like the natural sound of the guitar without any studio setup. It's like this is literally just like the sound. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful product. Oh. Hell yeah. Do you have accordion? I can't say. I can't say I know how to play accordion. Unless you mean that's a song, yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, honestly, bro, these I appreciate you leading healing. I mean, absolutely. Thank you for sharing your truth, your perspective, bro. I mean, yeah, you've been in a rut, health struggle as much as I used to. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. See, this like I could talk about this for a while, but the simplest truth is we as human beings, like let's be real here, who we are beneath like the core, like we are just a mote, right? We're a mote of consciousness. And it's almost like in the lucid dream book I'm reading, they call it the clear light body. It's who we are. It's who we are beneath all these emotions and things. It's like the essence of who we are. And there's many different sort of depictions of it. But yeah, it's like in the simplest, right, is our purest essence is who we are beneath all of this. And for a lot of us, you know, it's like our pure essence is innately, it's beautiful, it's pure. It's like we have good intention. We have, you know, like a childlike, playful, you know, love for things, for life. And you know, I mean, maybe some people their essence is innately not pure. It's not that way. But yeah, I think it's like at the heart of it, we all are just like we are that mote, that raw consciousness. Yeah, but I think it's good. Like honestly, I mean, my intention is to put out music and just like connect and you know kind of build this business. But it's like absolutely like I'm honored to be able to perform music in any capacity. Like when I do so in person in real life, when I do so with friends, it's like music is healing. Like we all, I desire to just like pass on this energy of healing. Do you have more instruments? I do. Yes, I do. Do you always do this live hour? I sometimes do. Lately, I've been doing this. Like the last couple days and beyond, I like this hour, but I'll do this for like an hour, hour and a half. Like I'll probably stop in the next like 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll just go on and maybe do it again at like 5 or 6 or something. Yeah. Music guitar classic. It is a beautiful guitar. I agree, Capt. It's definitely Cap K. Love to hear you sing. Absolutely. In the future, I'm definitely going to sing. I feel like I'm very particular about when I choose to sing and the music I do sing. I want to be very like well performed. You know, I don't want to just like botch it. But yeah, no, that's a belief that I'm trying to figure out, I'm sure. But I definitely do have a beautiful singing voice. I feel I can say this. Hell yeah. It's not to be able to flourish and bloom, but it's getting there little by little, like in my 20s. I feel you, brother. I mean, I'm 31, and the 20s were a very intense time, like my 20s. And I feel blessed to be 30, to be 31. Like I love where I'm at in life, but I think for a lot of us, it's a process. We gotta really like, unpackage ourselves, be present and integrate whatever it is we're experiencing. What's good, Sky? What's good, brother? Yeah, it's basically I'm using a preamp. Yeah, a tone wood amp here. It's this little baby. And it's just stretching out this resonance pattern. Very nice. Hmm. Yeah. That's dope, dude. No, honestly, I generally have like 17 videos. Or like 15, 16, I think. Yeah, 15 at least videos that I'm like wanting to record and release of just lives, just to like edit them and put them out there and be like, this is what I do. That are just like beautiful. I do have Instagram. I mean, I namely use it for my personal Instagram, but that being said, I just kind of use it tentatively, and I think I posted it on my YouTube for those that want to kind of connect via Instagram. Yeah. Where's the ice? No idea, bruv. No idea. Hell yeah. Can I play Stranger Things? In the future, maybe, but not right now. I do not know how to perform that. Even beyond what you realize. Hey, Fax. I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm super stoked where I am going. Like, I'm very at peace. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, I just love social media. That is YouTube. YouTube is dope. Like, I'm extremely honored to bring this vision to life. What was the book name that you mentioned? I think probably the one that I was mentioning was probably um, lucid dreaming books, I would say. There's two of them actually, but the primary one's Dream Yoga. Yeah, Dream Yoga by Andrew Holisek. That's a really good one. That's one that I've been finding myself read a lot. With facts, and calling this myth, still certainty. Huh. Can I pull Polyphia? Not yet, my friend. Not yet. In the future, I definitely want to learn playing God, but yeah. Yoga. Yeah, it's yoga. It's like dream yoga is not actually yoga. It's the spiritual practice that you integrate inside lucid dreaming. So it's kind of like learning to do that. Very beautiful book, though. Very beautiful book. So it's clearly about so much more philosophically than just dreaming and lucid dreaming. But that's kind of what it's teaching me. It's very spiritually healing. Yeah. Very nice. Beautiful. Welcome, homie from Nepal. What's good? Blessings from Canada. Spiritual healing seems to be the hardest step of discovering who I am. Looking for new info. Hey, that's beautiful. Honestly, I put this book out there with like, it's like as a like almost like a revelation where I notice I love the context of this book so much, and it also resonates with where I'm at, my own healing journey, my own um, process of understanding spiritual concepts. But I think a lot of what Andrew Hulisek is unpackaging is literally like very powerful stuff. So even if it like plants seeds, yeah, down the road, maybe it's quite possible, yeah, yeah. It's very like, yeah, this is the universe aligning humans and giving us messages in the most immediate form. Yeah, it's trippy. It's trippy to think about. Facts. Yeah, I think in the future, for the sake of like community building, I'm definitely going to build a Discord. Yeah, I'm in the process of like I'm building right now. I'm working on a Patreon, a school, and Discord. But very much, I think I'm just gonna create a Discord for the sake of just like people if they just want to kind of air their, what they're feeling, expressing, and talk about music, like building sort of the intention of this channel. Yeah. Well, music will be the last and the end of our time. What an F. Yeah, dog. That's deep. That's deep, bro. I mean, I've thought about this a lot. I try not to think about this too much, but obviously we're moving into the age of AI. Like that's kind of a very sad reality. I think it's we as humans. I believe in humans. I believe in humanity. I think we're gonna transcend this crazy, crazy new wave of AI. But music may look very different. Musicians like myself and other beautiful, brilliant artists, that may be a thing of the past, to some degree. It's like, who knows? But I'd like to believe that's not going to be the case. But all I can say is what time we're living in right now is beautiful and very unique. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate your lead healing. I mean, definitely, that's honor your health. Honor your health. Like, recognize the beauty and the worth that you have, and honoring that, and just love yourself. That will go very, very, very far. I mean, that's kind of low key, without to plug myself, but that's like what my Patreon is going to be basically dedicated to. Like, this channel is dedicated to music. I want to create an interesting space to perform music, talk about music. But I'm definitely going to create a Patreon that's actually about just learning to honor health. Like, it's going to be a various kind of things about that. Love to contribute my piano to that. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, if you're down in the future, Cap K, and you're feeling like we align musically, we could possibly do some let's do some sort of collaboration. Please sing one more sing from you again. I cannot do this, I'd say. I still have to figure out Patreon facts. Yeah, it's it's pretty easy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a free Patreon that's just like a side channel, collab with Juice World. I mean, fuck yeah, dude, that'd be dope. But legitimately, yeah, I think basically my Patreon would be like a side channel where people are like, okay, you can gather here for like extra exclusive content. And of course, there'll probably be a pay channel or a pay part, like $1 or something. But the idea is that, yeah, it's going to be, I think, directed to promoting like health and wellness and content relating to health and wellness. Like, things like cold plunges and I don't know, training protocols. And because I'm an athlete. Like, I honor health deeply. I spend a lot of time. My dad also plays guitar. That's dope. Very cool. Beautiful. Blessings, Germany. Welcome from Canada. Or blessings from Canada. I'll probably end the stream in the next like 5 minutes. I feel like I got to go for a run, do a cold plunge, kind of do some human stuff. But beautiful. Thank you, Leading Healing. Much love. Yeah, honestly, I feel very grateful to have the awareness of what my health is, like having the awareness of how to live a healthy life. And obviously it's a consistent process, so you got to like really learn to, show up for yourself and honor your body and honor all these elements of it. But yeah, it's something that I've spent a lot of time developing. So I feel like I just naturally have lots to share, relating to healthy practices. And also, in the simplest right, part of why I'm, a musician, or part of why I've reached the degrees of success as a musician, that I can do and perform and play the guitar as I do, is because of the way that I've honored my health. It's because of my brain health. It's not random. So it's more than just playing guitar. It's about learning to honor, your entirety of your experience. Very nice. A battle cannot be won without sacrifices. Damn, son, that's some powerful facts, brother. I want to learn guitar. Can you give me some basic guides? I absolutely can. Yeah, I would say. Let's have some work in a process for sure. Honestly, it's the simplest right. It's like, the simple statement: health is wealth. Like health is a intangible currency that will change your life. It's like one of those things that it supersedes and transcends pretty much everything. But yeah, for the homie asking about the guitar, learning the guitar, basic guides. I actually made a video about this literally yesterday. I haven't released it yet, but the idea is, some advice I would offer, like depending if you're completely new, what I often love to express is a key part of learning guitar is basically learning to strengthen your hands. Like genuinely, whether we're talking about developing calluses, if you do not have calluses, the way that you're going to play a guitar is going to be fundamentally different from someone like myself that's developed calluses. Like it's like I can press the strings with as much tension as I need, and my fingers will never hurt, they'll never tire. So one of the core things about learning guitar is you need to develop finger strength. So how you develop finger strength is obviously you just pick up a guitar. And I think that's kind of part of the thing that I would say is, if you desire to learn to play guitar, basically engage in any element of guitar that attracts you. If you're really stoked to play some basic chord progressions, and that's what you find inspires you, then 1000%, anything that you can do, like any dimension of, say, legatos or playing simple riffs that allows you to develop finger strength and develop your calluses, that's going to be really pivotal when you're new to guitar. But yeah, beyond that, like I could say a lot about guitar, but I would say learning basic legatos and learning things that allow you to strengthen your hands, because when you don't have finger strength, when you don't have calluses, even just doing basic stuff, it's going to be seemingly difficult. But recognize this is literally a natural phase of the journey. You genuinely just need to be patient with yourself when you're very new. But obviously once you become like intermediate and advanced, there's a lot of different ways you can approach it. But I also personally believe, thank you, Just Black, Scree. But yeah, and the simplest right too, let's be real here, is the way that you progress as a guitarist really comes down to how motivated and attracted you are to the experience of playing guitar. So the simplest right, find yourself, explore and appreciate music. Like the more you can find music that literally just inspires you like crazy, you're just like, that's a beautiful song, and you desire to learn it and break down these riffs, that will go extremely far. So that's kind of part of my intention as a a YouTube Shorts, channel is like, well, what I do in my shorts is I literally just break down riffs. Like I break down riffs and songs that I love and that inspire me that are very beginner friendly. So generally just find so many riffs that you can just engage in that are beginner friendly, and it will definitely help you. I will always be here to stand up. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, we're here to just hold space for each other, friends. I'm from Canada. I'm from Canada, yeah. BC, Canada. I shouldn't have skipped English. Suppose not. I mean, I talk a lot. Like I talk very quickly for someone that maybe doesn't understand English. So, um, yeah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Just a Black Screen. Very beautiful. All right, I think it's getting to a point where probably going to close the stream. Do play songs from Sidhu Moose Wala. I can't say I am familiar. Vitalis Agency asks, I found you first. Sweet. I don't know, I have talent agents, but not through guitar, through acting, but not. I'm not sure if there's many music talent agents. Hell yeah. The Lindis. Song for that, yeah. No idea what that means for the Lindis. All right, that's the end, my friends. That's the ending riff. Yeah. That's fair. I don't know how I have agents that work for me in the film industry. And I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like an easy task. Like I pay them for the gigs they get me, but yeah, I don't think it's easy work. But I think at this point I'm kind of my own agent, but maybe that will change. What's good? What's good? What's good, Pixu? Beautiful. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chiming in. I'm going to exit this stream at this point. But yes, if you resonate with this content, feel free to follow this channel. I create content where I basically teach guitar, and I also do live streams in a sort of meditative style. Yes, sir. Putin. All right. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, I have busked. That's how this whole journey started. But yeah, that's actually, I do well busking, but I prefer growing businesses and working in the film industry to make money. But yes, sir. Anyways, thank you so much for chiming in. Much love. Bless. Appreciate you guys. Bless.